So throughout my YouTube life, I've made a couple videos showing how I could change the color of iPhones. My first video, I made a gold iPhone red. My second video, I made a silver iPhone 6 Plus, all black to make it look like the iPhone 7. My third video, I made that same all black iPhone, all blue, to just look cool, I guess. But the thing is, those housings that I put on those iPhones, you have to buy online. Some of them had to come from China. There was a limited amount of colors that you could get. Just a lot of problems that was associated with buying aftermarket housing. Somebody commented, hey, take it up, do you think that you could make a video showing how you could just do it yourself at your home with the housing that you're already at? And at first, I was kind of like, no, I don't know if I want to try that. But then I thought about it. I think that it would be pretty cool to be able to have any color you want on your iPhone, and you really don't have to buy much. So to make this video, I went and got a couple supplies. Everything totaled out to $20. I will show you guys that in a minute. But let's go ahead and get into this video. Hopefully it works. I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but it might. But I guess we'll find out. See you guys in a second. So for this tutorial, you need an iPhone, of course. This is the back housing of my iPhone 6 Plus. I took everything out of it. I will have a video in the description box on how to take apart your iPhone. iPhone 5 and up will work for this tutorial. Anything below iPhone 5 won't work. iPhone 7s will work too, except the Jet Black edition. I do not recommend doing this on the Jet Black iPhone. So yeah, just make sure you take it apart. Then you also want to pop this Apple logo out. You don't want to get paint on that either. I will pop that out in a minute. And you also want to pop the camera lens out. But like I said, I will have a video on that. Next, you're going to need this Mother's Mag and aluminum polish. So basically, just to help everything out, the iPhone 6, iPhone 5, iPhone 7 is basically anodized aluminum, which is aluminum that's anodized with color. Basically, that process is what gives the iPhones their color. What we want to do is get rid of that color, and we're actually going to use this. This is a common household good. It's called Easy Off. If you don't have it, you can pick it up for like $5. But basically, we're going to remove the color. This is a silver iPhone. We're going to remove this silver coating so that basically everything can look like this. And then when we remove that coating, we're going to polish it so that when we put that new paint on there, everything can go on there smoothly. So let's get that out the way. So first, you want to make sure you pick your choice of paint. And it has to be the Duplicolor Metal Cast, but then you can pick any color that you want. I got red, kind of like a shiny reddish color. And you also have to get a base coat, which is the Metal Cast ground coat. And this goes on first. These are each $5. You could probably get them for cheaper if you go online, but that's $10 together. And like I said, you have to use this Easy Off. Basically, to reverse the anodizing process, you need lye, and Easy Off has lye in it, and it's a cheap solution to removing that anodized color off of the off of the iPhone. I mean, there's other solutions that you can use, but I figured that this was the cheapest. This is only like $5 at Walmart. Next, you need some gloves because, like I said, this Easy Off contains lye in it. You do not want to get that on your hands. So remember, I told you that if you choose not to use gloves and something happens to you, it is not my responsibility. But you guys know that. And then you just need some rags just to help polishing that aluminum. And total, I think this cost me about $20. So not very expensive. So let's go ahead, and what we're going to do is actually put this in a box and then spray this Easy Off on it and leave it on there for 30 minutes and see what happens. So this is the box that I'm going to use for the painting and also putting the chemical on the phone. I recommend that you do this outside just so that you have a well ventilated area. You don't want it to be all the fumes to be inside of your house or anything like that. I know I'm using a silver iPhone, so this is still anodized because this is not the natural color of silver. So this will work for your gold iPhone, your rose gold iPhones, whatever, your slate gray, whatever you want to call it. So let's go ahead and spray it. So I'm not going to use gloves yet because I'm not going to be touching anything. But in 30 minutes, when I come wipe everything off, we are going to want to use gloves. So what you want to do is shake it up, and then you just spray everywhere. You want to make sure you spray at a 45-degree angle. This stuff stinks. So the iPhone is completely covered with the solution. So we're gonna leave it there for 30 minutes, and then we're gonna come back and try to wipe off that wipe off that anodized color. So for some reason my microphone on my camera went out. So I'm gonna have to record a voiceover for some of the video. But what you're about to see right now is that I had the solution on my phone for 30 minutes. So now what I'm gonna do is put some gloves on so that lye doesn't get into contact with my skin. Please make sure you put gloves on. And I'm gonna rub the solution around to help get that color off of the surface. So after rubbing the solution around the phone, this is what it looks like. As you can see, there's a lot of spots that still have color on them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna polish the phone, and then I'm gonna put it under the easy off a second time. You can do this as much as you like until you get your desired outcome. So to polish the metal, you want to get that Magen aluminum polish that I showed you guys earlier in the video. And you're going to want to get a rag. I prefer to get a rag that I don't really care about, just in case if it gets messed up, which more than likely it will. And what you want to do is you want to open the container up and dip that rag into the polisher. And then what you're going to do is you're going to rub that polisher on your phone. You should see a black substance form. When you see that black substance form, you know that it's working and you are indeed polishing your metal surface. And that's what you're going to see here in this video. So the metal surface is still spotty. So like I said earlier, what I'm going to do is put it under easy off for an additional 30 minutes. Now, like I said, you can do this as many times as you want. Just make sure you don't leave it in more than 45 minutes at one time, because you will burn the aluminum and that will not look good at all. So after putting the phone in the easy off for 30 minutes, the phone finally got done. And now what I'm going to do is polish it again. Like before, you want to put gloves on, and then you will dip that same rag that you used earlier in the polisher and rub it around till you see that black substance. And then you want to just keep rubbing it around as you see in this video. As you can see, the metal surface is polishing very well. Now you don't have to make it perfectly shiny if you don't want to. I'm not going to, because either way the coating is going to look the same. Now if you do want to make it perfectly shiny, you can do that, and you can put it under easy off again if you want to, just to get that more perfect look. So after polishing the phone, I washed the phone off with cold water, and this is the outcome. Now the phone is ready for the base coat, in which you have to get a different box. You don't want to use the same box that you use for the easy off. When applying the base coat, I did one light coat and then I did 2 heavy coats after that. So after applying those 2 coats, I applied the first coat of red paint. For some reason the video footage was deleted, but all I did was apply 2 coats of red paint. I did 1 dusting coat, which is the first light coat, then a heavy coat, and now I'm about to do the 3rd coat. Dusting coat just a little bit. This is the 3rd coat, so I'm going to go a little bit more heavy. As you can see, it's a lot more red. So here's the final product. It actually doesn't feel like it was painted. It feels just like a normal iPhone. As you can see, it's a little choppy because I didn't take out the LED flash or the camera hole, and then when I put it back in, it just messed up the paint a little bit. So that's something that can be fixed. I will have a video coming soon on when I put this iPhone back together so you guys can see the final product. I hope you guys like this video. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask in the comment box. I'll see you guys later. Make sure you subscribe and you like this video, and keep taking it up.